You all set? All right.
My name is Nick Zammuto, and I write music and play it.
Grown man says I don't have to work no more. But get all his privileges, grown man wouldn't know. It's all good, it's alright, process sound, but it's revolting. Watch you complaining at the lake. Smallest little violin stuck in your eye makes you cry. Rivers made of fake.
I always liked really quiet sound when working on the books, like really trying to pull as much detail out of quiet things. But working with a drummer, you can't be that subtle. And so it took me a while to realize that, I have to sing out now. And everything has to be kind of up to volume in order to work for the show. But that's also been kind of freeing because luckily I live in a place where I can make a racket and not bug anybody. So, I live up in the mountains with my family, and my studio is apart from the house quite a bit. So it's out in a big open field, and I've soundproofed it to kind of keep it contained. So I can play, full volume day or night and not wake anybody up or bother anybody. And that's really changed the way I work. I never use headphones anymore, and I've kind of been able to take a lot of the microscopic stuff that I was doing in the books and kind of make it actual size.
This next song is about finger skateboarding. Any finger skateboarders out there? Yeah, all right. Brad, this is one of the ones where we cut out the clean. Because it's auto-tuned.
Here we go. Here we go.
Solo cross shore to check you out. Soon we'll have a little monkey who'll follow you anywhere. You have to shut your eyes. Sleep ambulance, chrome skies. Don't have to wonder why I'm so tired. So, ooh, you're my dextrous town.
Is it out there? Is it blended in?
It's an intuitive thing. It's like when you first find these threads, I'm like, man, I didn't know there were that many pictures of white people experiencing back pain. Like and look what happens when you put them in silhouette with clubby lights. It kind of looks like they're dancing, and it becomes this thing, this meme, you know. And it's like, I just have to take this as far as I can take it. So it's like this kind of challenge, you know. It's like, how do I take this really bizarre side effect of our society and blow it up into something that reveals something deeper about who we are and you know, what we surround ourselves with in our lives. Just the sheer amount of material that this culture creates, and the vast majority of it is simply discarded after one use, you know? And so digging through that detritus can be really, really inspiring.
What is good posture?
Good posture is standing, sitting, and moving, keeping the spine's natural curves balanced and in alignment in whatever you do.
I grew up watching television, a lot of television, and my parents limited it to a degree, but I spent a lot of hours in front of the television, and I think it kind of wired my brain to work in the way that it works, and a lot of people's brains work to like have all these quick cuts and, you know, really get a lot of information in a really short period of time from an image. And you know, our kids, we want them to have like sensitivity to the world around them before they enter into that world. So at least they have something to fall back on when they're in a quiet place, and then, you know, the silence won't drive them crazy. They'll know what to do. So I have nothing against the internet. I have nothing against television, except that it's a huge waste of time to you know, if you go too far with it. And I would rather have them working with their hands and playing with Legos than, you know, playing on the internet right now.
Okay. This is also called the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
If you could give anthropomorphic feelings to strings, you know, they're trying to figure out if you mean it. And I'm trying to tell you that the autoharp indeed wants to know if you mean it. Now you add the middle finger. kind of almost messed up trying to play it so slow for y'all, but I think maybe you got the idea. We'll check with the fellas and see if they think we got it right enough so you could get the gist of how the finger's working if I might have messed up a little tiny bit on that one chord.